back to Insiders. Congressman Boswell, you have supported raising the gas tax. It's not really a progressive tax. Wouldn't it hurt inordinately those who don't have money to pay for it?
Nobody wants to raise any tax and keep from it, but we have a situation with roads and bridges. We all know about what happened up in Minneapolis, and we've got so many deficit bridges in this state. It's very, very concerning, and we have to do something about it. But all the farm organizations, people come in and say they're ready to do this because steel costs more, concrete costs more, and we need to be able to get our products moved. And we just a few minutes ago talked about the bigger farms. You know, there's a lot of transportation to get farm to market, and so we drive on Interstate 80, we know what's going on. If you've been out on 80 lately or down 35, a lot of work has been necessary, and it's going on because we did finally pass the transportation bill, which I was part of. I was on that conference committee, and we got that done. It should have been for 5 years instead of 2, but at least we got something done in a bipartisan way finally. And we've got a deal now with this situation. But what are we going to do about our roads and bridges? Are we just going to let it keep getting worse? Or are we going to do something about it? At some point, we'll have to do it. And if we don't do it sooner, why, it's going to cost more. And it has a big impact on our economy. And to be one way to put a lot of people back to work. And that money can't be, or those jobs can't be transferred. And we got to do it anyway. So a number of people coming to me and have been for some time, including Farm Bureau and others, saying, we're ready to do this, let's get it done.
Congressman Latham, you don't want to do it right now,
no.
Correct? And yet Governor Branstad of your party is behind it.
Well, for the state, as far as the gas tax,
right.
Now the federal gas tax that I control or will be voting on, I think myself is quite regressive. If you go out to rural Iowa today, folks have to drive sometimes 15, 20, 30 miles to a job. Maybe it doesn't pay as much as if you're in downtown Des Moines. They oftentimes have less efficient vehicles that they drive. So it really has a huge impact on that family's disposable income and what they're able to keep, and they need to buy groceries and everything else. So it really has a huge impact. We've got to find a way for the revenues to come in, and I chair the Transportation and HUD Subcommittee on Appropriations, and the highway bill that was passed has an authorization of about $39.7 billion that the feds will give to the states every year. The trouble is revenues are only 27, and it simply is not sustainable. But you have to make it equitable so that the folks driving the really, like a Prius, something like that, are not paying what the person that's driving a 98 Oldsmobile is that has to drive 30 miles to work today. And that's where we got to have some fairness, some equity. They're both using the road. If you have an electric vehicle, you're not paying anything as far as gas tax. We've got to find a way to actually make it equitable so that everyone shares in that burden.
Okay, so your argument, though, that means Governor Branstad's wrong.
At the national
on the
level.
state level.
I would oppose it. The way the current gas tax is, I would oppose it.
Either way.
Yeah.
Will you talk a little bit
Just might put a point in there, though. There was people he's talking about, Tom, they've got to get to work. And the farmers have got to move their goods. They got to do that, and if it keeps getting worse, you go pay for repairs on an axle on a truck or a tractor or some of the parts. We can't do that. We have got to fix our infrastructure. I haven't heard an alternative solution how to get there just yet. I heard something about electric cars a little bit ago. We didn't like electric cars, so I don't know you like electric cars, you don't like electric cars, but whatever it is, we have to do something about our infrastructure, and it's good jobs, and it's work that must be done. We can't just keep sliding it back.
We've got to take another break, Dave. I'll come to you first. I promise when we come back, don't go.